I thought I would create a video for you to explain the technology of the tool for communications between agents and buyers and sellers. So this is, so the tool I was talking about is called Compass One. And in essence, it is a tracker. And you, as a consumer, have a different view than I do, but I created a test account just to demonstrate. So in our business tracker, we create a profile for our buyer seller client. And then we have, this is where we keep everything. So I upload files here. Let's say I need you to DocuSign something. I click that file and I send it to DocuSign. Everything happens right here. Collections are listings that meet your criteria, and then activity, whether it be email or other, and then properties that are in the running. And then there's a checklist here. You can see a full timeline or just what's coming up next. And then you can see here if there's anything that is past due, what have you. But some of these items would be assigned to me and some would be assigned to you. And on your team, you're going to have your lawyer and your lender, if you go the lending route, your inspector, what have you. You can have all their information in here so that they can be part of the team. They can either have action items or we just manage them, but we have their information in here so that it's all in one place. Notes, and again, this is my view. So in the notes, we can do you can add somebody that is part of the team, and then this just holds the running stream of notes. Then we have highlights. So there's been 2 that's been commented on, the homes that have been looked at, your favorites, if you've seen my email. And then this section is for collections, which is basically your criteria in a search. So it sends you notifications. The nice thing about the notifications is you can, let me just click to show you, you can actually configure it so I know you're busy and you work long hours and you're trying to run a business. So you can set whatever parameters you want on your notifications. I have it so that if there's anything that comes in that meets your criteria, I see it right away and I can wean the ones out that I know you won't like based on extraneous things you've told me. It comes to you daily. I don't know if you can see that's grayed out, but I recommend at least daily because you know how fast the market moves. So it's kind of necessary and it can be configured for both of us. This is, that's the collections. I'm going to have 2 collections for you. One is going to be private exclusives. I'll explain that to you in a minute. So then you have tours. And in your tour, so let's say you have said, I didn't even show you your view yet. So this is the test account, my Heidi test account as a consumer. And this is what it looks like on your end. So you would have the latest comments here. And then this is that checklist that I was showing you, and you can view the entire timeline here so that you see what's been completed, and then you can see what's next if I've loaded that. And then here's your team, which I am there, but then we can list out all of the other people who need to be contacted through the transaction so that we can, like I said, keep it all in one place. Documents, so you'll see here's the offer form. And when I send you the link for this Compass One, this dashboard, it's going to ask you to create an account. And the reason it's asking that is because there are going to be documents and information in here that are private and you don't want just anyone accessing it, hacking it, what have you. This sensitive information needs to be behind a registration wall for security reasons. So that's why it asks you to create an account. And so when something needs to be signed, just shoot it right out of here it actually opens up in here in DocuSign, and then I can send it out to whomever. And then this is the comparative market analysis, which I kind of breeze by in my view. This is handy. It's usually done for sellers so that they can figure out how to price their property. But I find that, for buyers, it's great too, because if you have a property that you're interested in and you want to have that same information, it creates this report of Sorry, bounced around there. It has not only the listing information, but it also it shows you line by line the comparison of the property you're interested in versus others. And you'll want to look at the sold properties, because in that instance, you will know the asking price was 1,458, but it sold for 1,444. So under asking, this went at asking. This also went under asking. So you have something, and you can look into each one to see the nuances that helps. That's the way we price things out. So you'll have visibility into all of this as well. And then your matches, this is the stuff that was in your what we call collections. You can favorite it so that I know it's something you want to see, or you can give it a thumbs down. But when you give it a thumbs down, tell me why you're giving it a thumbs down, so that I have that information to know in the future that it's not on the criteria list on the questionnaire. Maybe you don't like living in the middle of the block. So I would note that that's why you don't like that one, and not send you anything in the middle of the block. And then these are your favorites, which then I can do a tour on. And this is another tool that I love. This technology I wish it was around I'm still doing my investing, but for 25 years I've been investing and could have used these tools for sure. So this is back to my test account. This is the tour that I put together as a test. Where's my tour? Show past tour. Oh, because it's in the past. Yeah, set it up a while ago. So this, if it wants to load, will be basically the tool handles everything about going to see properties. So let's say you picked 4 properties. You gotta love Brooklyn. You got sirens in the background. Okay, yes, and it's letting me know this was a past appointment. I know. Okay, so let's say you have found 4 places that you wanted to look at, and I know you're a busy person, you work long hours, so I want to get it all done in one day. So I would put each property into this tool, and it automatically brings up information on it that links it to the listing, and it brings in the listing agents. So I can email all of them at the same time. It allows me to call them as well. And I put in the time that we've agreed upon, and I click confirmed if I've confirmed with them. If not, then the tool doesn't let me move forward, because we don't want to waste anyone's time. And you can, if they are like, oh no, we're going to be at noon, then you can actually drag and drop these to keep it organized. And then you have a map that shows where each of the properties are and the order in which we're visiting. And you can do walking or you can do driving, but I would think we'd be walking if they're all that close. You can also live stream. And so if he is unavailable for the showing the day of the tour, then we can just do a live stream and he can watch from there. And all of this is mobile friendly. It's actually mobile first built. So all of the same information on your mobile device. So it's easy you don't have to have your computer with you, especially on a tour. Okay, so that's that. And I think the last thing, so I did set up real quick, just put your information in there, and then some criteria that I could figure out from the one house that you liked. And I just built out a profile so that I could set up a collection just to see what was out there. There are only 2 properties available on the MLS. And the reason I say that is because this other thing I was talking about is private exclusives. And private exclusives are properties that are on the market, but they're not on the MLS yet. They're not known to the public in mass marketing. There are properties that only Compass has access to on our platform. Now, that's not to say that somebody from Brown Harris Stevens or some other random person couldn't go to the Compass platform and do a search and find private exclusives. It's just that we can't market private exclusives, because in order to market something, it has to be on the MLS. And this is a way They can help sellers without accruing days on market, can test out the buyer pool and see what buyers like and don't like. Say somebody put their house on the market and it accrued 60 days, and within those 60 days, they're like, oh, we learned all these things and we made these adjustments, but now people are looking at their property going, why has it been on the market so long? There must be something wrong with it. So this is to help avoid that. So they get feedback from buyers in this private exclusive, and say everybody said the comments were, oh, we hated the door because it was purple. And so you paint your door, switch it out, whatever. So it's for things like that. And then for buyers, it's good because you could avoid potential bidding wars. Well, let me just show you. So in here, I searched on, put Park Slope in here, since that's our target. And so in Park Slope, for active properties, there are 339. But if you click this button here, it says show only private exclusives. It will, just my computer being slow. It will pull just the ones that are private exclusive. So from the 330 whatever, there's actually 350 whatever when you add these 12. So these 12 are not on the market. I mean, they're not marketed. They are not on the MLS. They're not available to the public. The public can come here and see them, but that's it. So having that and having first views with our clients and anyone who knows to look can get a jump start. And you'll see here that of the 12, there are 5 here that have contracts signed, which means they never even hit the MLS, never hit the market to mass public. So that's another thing that is beneficial here. So that's that. If you have any questions, let me know, and I hope to speak to you soon. Bye.